Okay. That's it for you right there.
Okay, thank you. It is November 12th, 2025, noon. The City of Knox Redevelopment Commission is called to order. We'll let the minutes reflect that we do have a quorum, and we will stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amendments to the agenda, and I do have one. It will be one stat, electrostatic painting and glazing on site. And that estimate, along with SF Industries Corporation, and we'll place that at 4A after the bid opening. Is there a motion? Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Okay. Approval of the minutes of September 17th, 2025. Any corrections? If not, is there a motion for approval?
I make a motion.
Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. These minutes are approved. Bid opening the Sled Hill. Is there a motion to open the bids for the Sled Hill? Mike makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Marcia seconds. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. We will open that bid at this time. And I believe we have one.
We received one bid and we sent out four different contractors.
Okay. All right. And that is from Hill Excavating, 580 North, US 35, Knox, Indiana. And for the public works projects of the city of Knox Sledding Hill. Okay. And that is an amount of $1,843.56. Mayor, is there further anything that you would like to add to this? This is, of course, the base bid summary is all here, of course, sir. Several pages noted, folks.
Okay, the bid is $36,871
Okay.
and 26 cents. That is the bid. And what that consists of is basically clearing the hill, the project dimensions of what we're doing, taking some stumps out. I think taking the topsoil off, then bringing the fill from our subdivision, Sunnyside, bringing it in, hitting the elevations. I don't have, that's one thing I couldn't find is the dang scope of the work. But anyways, compacting it, bringing topsoil in it, and also doing that, seeding the topsoil, putting a blanket of straw over it, which I don't know if we'll do this year. If we award him the bid, then I will try to talk him out of not doing the topsoil. If he can get the rest in, that way the kids can still sled a lot. But we can't seed it. We can't put the straw on, they'll tear it up. So,
Go anyway.
no, it won't grow. I mean, but we definitely want it in soon as the weather breaks to get that moisture. So that is not a bad bid for the scope of the work because he's got a lot of fill and topsoil to bring in from there to there and all that. So
Okay, Mayor, the bid again was
$36,871.26.
Okay. Is a motion for approval for $36,871.26 to spend for the sled hill at Wythogan Park.
Okay.
Okay, Mike makes a motion, seconded by Marcia. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, okay. Another quality of life and quality of place issue that should looking out for the youth and the adults in the community. Okay, next for A. This has been a personal venue of mine for some time, and it involves 13 vintage utility poles, metal nonetheless. Many are around the courthouse square, corroded. And like I said, there's even two just north of my house on Pearl Street. Down Pearl Street, there's 4 of them, but a total of 13 of them. And we did have Daryl Brock from OSEP, One Stat Electrostatic Painting and Reglazing, come up from Franklin, Indiana recently. And with all that involvement and so forth, provided a proposal of $38,025 for those. Okay, and back in 2025, we also had SF Industries Corporation provide a proposal as well. And nonetheless, we recently made contact with SF Industries Corporation, Mr. Schwartz, I believe it was. And although that estimate is a little bit more than what it was like 3 years ago, now the proposal is for $19,200, which is about half of what Mr. Brock submitted to. And folks, you know, those are vintage poles. You may go by them and walk past them, drive by them every day, and maybe not even notice that they are really corroded and are in need of being refurbished. So that's been personally, I want to see this through to fruition. And you know, if you want, you all can table this for now, or if you think that's what, you know, we should go ahead with. They've been that way for decades, folks. I mean, decades. And you know, this is something that I want to see through. So do you have any comments on that?
The one thing I did notice was the SF Industries Corporation bid is for 12 poles.
Yeah,
But he does note that they're $1,600 each. So with 13, it would be $20,800.
That's right.
Instead of the 19,200.
and he's from Valparaiso, Indiana, SF Industries, you know, nonetheless. And
His bid is, if you notice too, he doesn't, like the other companies said, it is the paint, what do they call that? Electrostatic.
electrostatic painting, yes, sir.
Electrostatic painting. On this one here, his estimate here doesn't say that. The one he gave on 2022 did say that, so I did reach out to him, and he said, yes, that's how they all do it that way. So I mean, everything is, you know, it's half price, just about half price.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, the thing is, we've never brought it up to you guys before. We were talking about that. I think we brought it up at the council meeting back in 2022.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, it's a good project for the redevelopment commission because you are revamping and revitalizing.
Absolutely downtown.
So we thought,
Yes, sir. That will go with black.
or we could go with, blue for Notre Dame.
Or green for Notre Dame. But yeah, you know, some of the poles downtown are black as well, you know, of course, the parking by the community center as well, that area, but sure.
And
And that they should stand out a lot more, you know, Mary.
I agree, and I will say, I did walk around with Jeff and with Mr. Brock to look at these. And if you get really up close and personal and look at them, and I will be the first to confess, I worked downtown. I never really paid attention, but now that I've seen the peeling paint and the wear of these poles, I can't not see it. And while I don't think people necessarily pay attention to them now, they're just kind of part of the background. Once they
Right.
are repainted and redone, they will dramatically improve the appearance of
Absolutely.
the downtown area. And as Jeff said, you know, around the courthouse square and on Pearl Street near the community center and some areas that get a lot of pedestrian traffic.
Absolutely. And the walk-in entrance to the courthouse on the west side of that historic courthouse nonetheless. Take a look at that today, folks. Take a look at that corroded vintage metal pole. So, you know, at $2,000 or $20,800, that is basically half of what you would have OSEP coming up from Johnson County, but
And I think a lot of the difference in cost is OSEP would have to bring a crew up and they would need to stay
Right.
a few days. He was asking, in fact, about hotel motel accommodations here, and unfortunately,
yeah,
we have to tell
absolutely.
them
So,
there's not anything locally that we would recommend, but Plymouth probably would be their best option. So that's factored into his cost.
I'm sure that's true. What is, electrostatic painting?
that's it. It's a real process. Let me say this, you can go to their website like SF Industries Corporation. That's how they paint metal. They paint metal that way. Metal is painted with electrostatic painting. It's a really intricate form of painting metal to where it sticks. Yeah.
Is it have electrodes or something?
It really does. Thank you for that. Yeah.
They're done.
Well, I hope and pray that we can get this accomplished and, Mayor, if you believe that they would go with, you know, there's a baker's dozen, you know, 13, if you will. We can get back with SF Industries, Mr. Schwartz.
Well,
He can accept that.
what you mean right now, I mean, if you guys are in favor of it, you know, need to take the vote,
Yeah,
then I will get back with him. I mean, both of these are only estimates. They actually got to be, you know, contract form.
absolutely,
You know,
sir.
kind of like it. So, if you guys do
Yeah.
approve today, I will,
Okay.
email him tonight and tell him that.
Absolutely. And it'd be a project for next year, probably next in the
Yeah.
springtime, sir.
We'll do it this year.
Okay. Is there a motion then to accept the estimate from SF Industries Corporation for 13 vintage metal poles in the downtown of Knox, Indiana? Marcia makes a motion.
I'll
Do you have a second? Mary second?
And, just for the sake of public transparency, you know, $20,800, where would that money be coming from for that?
Redevelopment commission.
From the RDC, and we've
Yeah.
got plenty of money to do that, of course.
Sure, yeah.
Like I
Okay.
said, that's just for the sake of the audience members and anyone who might be watching online, just wanted to let everyone know that there are funds available to do that. And it's not coming from it's not taking away from anything.
Right.
Argentina.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? No. Okay. Thank you all and for that. That will be tremendous. Yeah, you really should.
It will really make a big difference.
Yeah, it should. Okay, you all had a moment to look at the 2026 RDC meeting schedule. Always the third Wednesday. 4:30. Any discussion on that? Is there a motion for approval of the 2026 Redevelopment Commission meetings schedule? Marcia does make that motion. Do we have a second?
Sure, you beat me to it.
Okay, there's been a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye to the Knox Redevelopment Commission 2026 schedule, signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. Okay. Next on the agenda is 6 North Main Street. We're going to review the lease agreement, of course. We've had Chandel Bartoli is in attendance. And she, as Bianca Rose Floor, has done a tremendous job, and we're going to review that. And Chandel, would you like to speak, ma'am? That's fine.
Yeah, we're in our 1 year, being there. So far, so good. It's still kind of holding true that we're not as busy as the highway, which again, we discussed that in our last meeting, but, yeah, I mean, all things are going well and we'd like to stay. I don't think purchasing it is the best move at the moment, but that is still the ultimate goal. Again, coming in at just 1 year being there, we're still diving into the numbers of what that really looks like. So, I mean, we would like to continue some type of rental agreement, moving forward for however long, you guys would see fit with the end goal, obviously, to purchase, but, yeah, all things considered, I mean, we love it there. I'd love to stay as long as possible, so.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead, sir.
I'd just like to recommend that, which I can, not a board member.
No, that's okay, so go ahead.
We had a little discussion and all that. I think we need to extend the contract as is till at least May. That's about 8 months, I believe.
Okay.
We still got a little bit of work to do upstairs.
Yes, sir.
The guy said,
Right.
he's, we're putting a floor in, subfloor. We had to do some work to a couple of the trusses. We got that done. He's probably not going to get to the subfloor probably, for another week or two. So
Do that sound good to you?
Yeah, I would appreciate, I know the work that is being done up there just allows us, because right now we have no access to upstairs because it's not safe to go up there, so yeah, I mean, just being able to access that does help us, in the long run, and it can be shored up and safe for us to use that as at least storage. So, and then, yeah, reevaluating in May, sounds great, I think,
I'll make a motion that we extend her lease until May, rent.
Absolutely. Thank you, dear, for that. Is there a second?
I'll second
Mary seconds. Any further discussion? Signify by saying aye for approval.
that.
Aye. Thank you, dear. Any opposed? No. Okay. You have it.
Thank you.
Thank you for being there for us and for everyone in the community.
And we continue to get some good amounts for the community too. I mean, anytime we're blessed with really good sales, we just turn right around and do what we can with it. So I do have to run out though, because we are doing the chamber centerpieces, so.
Thank you, dear, for
You don't
being
need
in
me.
attendance. Great work there in that corner. Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the agenda, facade guidelines, and let me look for mine, okay? Thank you. And if anyone wants to open up discussion on those,
Okay, are these the,
I believe so. I had them together for the meeting we did not have in October. And it had incorporated the changes that you had suggested into those. So unless anyone else has anything, I think this is, the culmination of what we've been working on all year as far as updating and strengthening the facade guidelines, and then also updated the application with some of those changes.
I don't know if you would be
okay,
open on dropping it down from 15 to 10.
what do you say?
What did
I
you
said, I didn't realize you were thinking about dropping it down from 15,000 to 10.
mhm,
Is in there also, correct me if I'm wrong. Also, the other big change is they have to, still 2080. But they have to pay for the project, and when that project is completed, inspected, everybody's satisfied, then the city pays for 80% of it. So they're gonna have, the thing is, they're gonna have responsibility, they're gonna have money invested in this, but it also protects us from, projects not getting completed and everything else, so.
absolutely, yeah.
That was, that was our main goal, to have some protection from all that, and just a lot of changes, that was going on, that confused as far as doing the paper trail.
It will
Get rid
definitely,
of the paper, it'll get rid of a lot of the paper.
it will make it easier
Oh,
for
okay, yeah.
Peg
people
and
follow.
Absolutely,
live and learn with this stuff.
you really do.
The other big.
Absolutely.
That is spelled out in here is that now the applicant must own the building. And
Absolutely,
if there's an occupant, a tenant who wants to benefit from the changes, they need to work with the building owner on this.
absolutely has to be a viable business there as well.
But the owner has to be the applicant.
Yes.
And in addition, Mary, there is that attached map.
And
That's okay. I didn't mean for you to.
I didn't want to throw my computer. And it's close to that, but I will get the map in a format that I can share with everyone, and we will attach it to the grant guidelines. But it does encompass the borders.
Yeah, it does.
Washington Street to Vendor Street and Pearl Street to Shield Street. So the downtown business area generally is what is covered by this.
I thought we were going to get a little more teeth and all that. Was we not going to try to adopt something like science as far as with the grant completion forms that you had this,
Oh,
you had, because there's gotta be
Yes,
something when
you're right.
when that project is
Yeah.
done, they have to sign off. They have to sign off that it's completed to their satisfactory and everything else.
Yes, sir.
so do we want to, it sounds like we're about 90% of the way there. Do we want to just table this one more month and get the grant completion forms and finally a workable version of the map so we can adopt it all at once?
I think, I'm happy with the changes of this.
Yes.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine in here. I would like to see
Sure.
some, we gotta have.
Okay,
And I mean, and we can even have a quick meeting in December. I know December meetings are kind of yucky if those can be avoided, but can have a quick meeting.
that'd be fine.
Sure.
I believe, yeah.
Button this up, and then we can close out 2025, having our business facade grant guidelines finally revised and done and put to bed.
Absolutely. Is there a motion for such?
I make a motion that we, Mary puts what needs to be put in there about the friend was talking about, and then we, maybe meet just shortly, just to
Okay.
approve it.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
that way in December, if you guys approve it, then we can actually also approve when it opens up.
Yes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, April,
Yeah.
May, whenever you want the grant system to
Absolutely.
and close, because you got to have a closing too.
Yeah, very good. There is a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Mary seconds. Any further discussion? All in favor by signifying aye. Aye. Great work on that too. We'll also discuss the grant application at that time. Okay. I did pass along actually my resignation form. Letter, actually. After 10 years on the board, for personal reasons, respectfully, I will resign effective date of December 31st of 2025, everyone. And it's been a joy. You know, we've worked through a lot of challenges and things like that. And I still work as mayor, and some of you know, through personal challenges, including my vision. So it's been steadfast, and you've already read that. It's been a journey of commitment to all of you. And you make this board. And like I said here, ultimately, it is the best City of Knox outlet for the sincere betterment of all things positive around town. And I've enjoyed working here with everybody. God bless you all. Thank you all.
Thank you for.
Is there- thank you. Thank you. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Do you guys?
Yeah, I have a question. That's great. My name's Gwen and I'm here, citizen of Stark County. I just had a few questions for you. I'm here as a taxpayer and citizen, not in my official. So, there's been discussion lately about data centers and a lot of talk and things, and I was just wanting to ask the board here, if the redevelopment commission was approached by a data center, have you guys met with any of them or had any discussions with any data center?
When they would not approach the redevelopment commission. I mean, we would have nothing to do with a data center.
Right.
I mean, we could, maybe, but we wouldn't hear. The first steps, if they would approach, would probably be the planning commission first.
Right.
And then it would go on through, the ranks, end up with the city council.
Okay.
But no, there has been no board, anybody contacted.
No.
From a
Mile zoning jurisdiction as well?
yes, the 2 mile, they would have to get a hold of the planning commission for the 2 mile. Which the one spot that they were talking is in the 2 mile. But we haven't heard from anybody.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, ma'am, and your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Lee.
Thank you.
So thank you for sharing that, Mr. Easthoff. My understanding though, and I apologize, like Mary, my computer was giving me fits, so I'm trying to read this off my phone because it wouldn't print. So, but trust me, I'd like to throat punch it most days too. So my understanding is that one of this commission's responsibility is to study and kind of guide how land in Knox is developed or redeveloped. To ensure that it's used in a way that best serves.
the redevelopment, that's only in the city.
That's just,
It's a city.
right. Our projects are within the corporation limits of the city of Knox. Actually, mainly in the downtown. Now, a new data center or a proposed one, as Mayor just spoke about, that area is a 2 mile jurisdiction. And being president of the planning commission as well, no one has contacted me or any others for that matter about a data center in Stark County at this moment in time.
So the planning commission would be the best place to go to kind of see where.
That's correct.
Well,
Where
they,
the county feels about the potential.
yeah, I'm in all reality, I mean, yeah, for the site that was mentioned, that would go in front of the planning commission, 2 different ways, you know, whether they ask to rezone it or if they went for a special use permit, that would go in front of the BZA then. You know, so, but I think, didn't they pull their,
Yeah. Usually bring their question, right?
Yeah.
You know, they don't appear to want to meet. You know, now is that because that was,
The county, did they realize after they did their own research too, that they needed to come in front of the city because it's in the 2 mile jurisdiction? I can't, you know, who knows?
Isn't there a meeting?
That's a good possibility, but you know.
is it by her, you know, I know that a lot of residents are looking
For a moratorium, and I think that's, you know, what we were kind of coming to you guys.
Yeah.
It sounds like maybe the planning commission would be the place to go to consider a
Yeah,
moratorium.
and Roberta, maybe they don't have the city of Knox zoning map over there, ma'am, and I don't know if they do or not.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's been a good discussion, and is there anything else? Okay, if not, then is there a motion for adjournment? We do have signing some vouchers. Mary makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
Marcia seconds. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. 12:30.
That's why I turned to.
It's John.
John.
You're gonna have to spell it. I don't know how.
MARKAS.
Yeah.